Hello, YouTubes. It's just me, Mama, and Anthony hanging out, getting work done. He's eating candy and not sharing. I got brownies in the oven. Brownies in the oven.
That sounds delicious.
So he has to remind me in 15 minutes to get my butt up out of this chair. 3:30, remind me, guys. Go and get the brownies. 15 minutes. Go and get the brownies, Mama. Hello, Kelby. Hello, Melissa. Anthony, I want you to hear this rhyme.
Okay.
I'm going to spit you this rhyme. This is where the hip part comes in my name, the hip
Mm-hmm.
of the flippin' mama. I wrote this for my son. I got to find my son now. Okay. I'm just sitting here thinking about him. Remember, I told you I'm giving him his space and,
Yeah.
not like calling him a couple times a week and all that stuff. I'm just, hi, Alice. I'm just sitting back. Hi, Becky. Just sitting back and chilling and letting my boy be. He's 29 now, for Christ's sake. I shouldn't say Christ's sake. Sorry, Lord. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I sin all the time.
Don't we all?
But this is I wrote this rhyme just for him, and I'll say it to you in the musical version. Okay.
Okay.
Just spitting this rhyme to my wee tiny boy. I love you so much, my heart's full of joy. I'm always find a way. Oh, wait. I gotta start over. Just spitting this rhyme to my wee tiny boy. I love you so much, my heart's full of joy. I'm here for you always, forever, all day. I'll always find a way to keep you safe and oh so sound. Like I said before, you're the best son around. I'll keep my distance, but oh so close. But make no mistake, Mama loves you the most.
That's
Word from your mother.
awesome. That is awesome. I wish I knew how to beatbox. That would have been perfect.
I love that word from your mother.
Yeah. Especially when you are his mother.
I am his mother. Well, you know how Vanilla Ice used to always say word to your mother.
Yep.
That's word from your mother. Yeah, he liked it.
Nice.
And then I had to write P.S. I wrote that. Just so you know, I've been accused before of taking stuff off the internet. Apparently I could be a lyricist because every time I write a love poem to my husband or I write a little song to my son or something like that,
Yeah.
I always get accused of taking it off the internet. And I'm like, put that shit in the internet right now and see if it comes up. Go ahead, put it in there and see if it comes up.
It will to come up on Hipflippinmamma.
Yeah, it'll come up on Hipflippinmamma. No, I'd have to actually put it into the interwebs in writing. But yeah, I like that. But make no mistake,
Mama. Put it out there and then make it Googleable and then have it say, I told you, fool.
Yeah. To Clay and Tom. Don't question the mother.
Yep.
But make no mistake, Mama loves you the most. Word from your mother. I just love that part. And I sat down and I just started do. I've made up songs on the fly before, like 3 or 4 verse things, and then I don't remember one thing I said. But I just sat down and started. I was thinking about them, and I just sat down and started typing this. Didn't have to change anything. I would do a verse, and then I would do another verse, and then I would do another verse, and then I would do another verse, and then you just have to think of something that rhymes. But yeah, I'm crazy like that.
That's what I love about you.
Well, it's kind of hard to get sappy with your 29-year-old son. Yeah. Although I do.
Yeah.
But that's a nice way. That's a nice way of, hey, Craig, you missed my rhyme. Craig's heard it already. You missed my rhyme to my son. The more I say it, that's only the second time I've released it to the internets. But the YouTubes.
Craig says, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. I can make a rhyme anytime. Hey, Amora.
And Amora. Yeah, so I had to share that with you. Had to share it with you live. So you know I'm off the dew of the mountain, right?
You what?
I'm off the dew of the mountain.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. Well, I don't know if that's
Where's
good.
the planner? I need your email. Baby, you never sent me your email. Yeah, so I'm on the water now.
Gotcha.
Drinking a gallon of water a day.
That's good.
Trying to flush out the dew of the mountain.
Yeah, I got a lot I need to flush out. Ashley's been on that. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's this app called Ibotta. She's
Yeah.
on there and she's trying to earn money for Disney by spending a bunch of money on things. So
Come on, it makes perfect sense to me.
yeah, so now she's getting all kinds of crap that we don't need, and like stuff like this that I shouldn't be eating. You know,
Be
so like, we have
supportive.
the junk food in the house right now, and I've just been like on a binge. I've been on like a junk food binge. It's been horrible.
Be supportive now, Anthony. She's trying.
I know she's trying. It's just hard because it's like hard for me weight wise to be around.
Well, people that aren't really big, and your wife's not a big person, and people that aren't really big don't understand what it takes. To us, it seems fairly easy because we're so used to carrying it around until we try and get up.
Yeah.
Or if we fall down. Those are the only times that we really feel our weight. Because you're a big man, and I'm a very big woman.
Mhm.
I am morbidly obese. I admit that. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, blended whiskey. Boy, I'd sure like one of you right now. Not like you as a person. Not you as a person. But I would like a blended whiskey. I like whiskey. I'm a whiskey person. I like whiskey.
Back before I found the Lord, that was my drink of choice.
Well, so you don't drink anything at all?
Not really.
You poor man.
Every once in a while, if me and my wife are out, we might have a glass of wine if it's like a romantic setting or something like that.
Hi, Crystal.
Not really.
We went to my nephew's wedding, and it was held in a whiskey distillery.
Oh wow.
And so the whole top of the distillery, it was all wood beams and it was all rustic. And my brother, who can build houses, right? He works in a metal shop, and he flies all over the world to teach people how to use these high-tech computers and everything, right? But he can barely use a personal computer. And he builds all these rustic displays, and I mean, for their wedding, it's just so beautiful. He's so gifted. And they had a table of several different kinds of whiskey that they do with shots. And they had a representative, and you didn't have to pay for it. You had a representative from the distillery there explaining to you everything that was in all the whiskeys. And so they had a line of 7 whiskeys that you could try. And I tried one. Thought, oh, I don't like that. That's spicy. I don't like that. Tried the second one. I went down the whole line of 7 shots. And the guy looks at my brother and he says, "Sir, you might want to control your wife." And he starts laughing. He goes, "Sir, that's my sister. And the only person that can control her is her husband. And I don't know where he's at." God was off doing something. And he says, "And there's one thing you should know about our family. We hold our liquor." I did 7 shots of whiskey, and I was like, I was feeling okay, you know. I was in a really good mood, but I was not drunk by any. I mean, they were smaller than a regular shot, so it was probably 3.5 shots. You know what I mean? So, but there was a couple that were really, really good, really good. There was one that was really woody tasting that was really good.
That's cool.
Blended Whiskey says his channel is not about whiskey, but he does like whiskey. I know it's not about whiskey because I've been to your channel, but you do have that nice, smooth music when you go to your channel. And then you can just see yourself with some whiskey on the rocks, just sitting there listening to that music, flipping your whiskey back a little bit. Yeah, that's what that music makes me feel like.
Tell you what, my wife keeps bringing home all that candy. I'm going to look like these guys.
What is it?
Little sumo wrestlers.
I want that. I want that. I want that.
Yeah, they're like remote control sumo wrestlers that you fight.
How much you want for that?
I don't know. I mean, you can have it if you want it.
No, you gotta sell it, doofus.
I don't know. You want to pay for shipping then? You can just have it.
No. You put it up in your store and I'll get it out of your store.
All right, I can do that.
I got a message from an auction house today that I deal with, right?
Uh-huh.
And besides, I love to support my friends in their stores and stuff. Just because I'm going to buy it doesn't mean you can play with it, Anthony.
Oh.
You can play with it.
Well, don't you want me to test it?
Yep, I do. What was I saying? What was I talking about?
Your friend's auction house.
Oh yeah, thank you. And to think I'm postmenopausal, so I have no excuses. Oh my God, you're the blue, and I'm the white because I got the bigger boobs and the extra roll. I'm the red. You're the blue. Blue is more toned than the red. Set those up and play with those. Get your face out of my butt. Set those up and play with those, Anthony.
I'm trying. I don't know where the battery thing is.
Let me comp those. What are those called?
Here, if you have your phone, I'll put the scanner bar up to the thing. You can. Where the heck is the scanner bar? Of course, the store has a sticker over where it would be. See, this was from Sears.
Sears, they're all out of business.
Wireless head RC fighters.
What are they called?
There you go. Sumo King Wrestling, wireless head-to-head RC fighters.
That was my blazing fast speed. Oh my God, I don't want them, Anthony.
Why
I changed my mind. They're expensive.
I don't care. I'll give it to you cheap.
No.
We're fine.
You get that money, baby. You get that money. They're comping used. They're comping used for between $20 and $25.
I'll hook you up.
Now make sure they're
I have no idea. I let my wife use my little screwdriver kit, and I have no idea where it is now.
Well, that was your mistake. Look, we don't take care of nothing.
That's why
the $25 one was new in the box. The $20 one was new in the box, and the $20.49 was not new in the box.
I told you, if you feel obligated to buy them, then I'll just pay for shipping and I'll send it to you.
No, I'll give you $20 plus shipping.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
That's what they're going for. They're going for $20.
Okay.
So I'll give you $20 plus shipping.
Why don't you just PayPal it to me and then I'll just send it to you?
Well, it looks like shipping is.
I'm going to test it real quick too, so you'll see that it works live.
I'll send you. Hang on, I gotta get back on StreamYard. I'll send you $30, and my husband better freaking play it with me, or I'm gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. I just picked it up. I don't know if it was this one. Yeah, I think it was this past weekend. I just picked them up. I think that's why it was on the top of my death pile. I didn't even realize I had another one.
I like to give stuff away, but I don't like people giving me stuff. But this auction house gave me some stuff that I collect. They came across it and they're like, we're going to send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate your business and thank you very much. And don't ask me the name of the auction house because I ain't going to tell you.
So Lisa C wants to see it tested. So what I can do is I can actually even set up my phone like I just did for the video games. And we can do kind of 3 screens. So you can.
Yeah, but you can only do one.
I mean, I'll put batteries in both of them. Oh,
yeah.
We have
2 remotes.
It's hard to get them to.
There's 2 remotes.
Well, I'll get it to fight my setup back here then. Or run it up against the whiteboard.
You could set it up against the other one and run it into the other one.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that too. I want to make sure that the batteries aren't corroded or anything yet either. The first time I even took them out of the box.
Lisa wants to hear the sumo wrestling sounds.
I kind of do too, to be honest with you.
Blended whiskey, if you send it friends and family, there's no charge, but that is just going to depend on Anthony will send me an invoice and then it goes through his records and then I'll pay it. That way he can keep track of it and then he pays taxes on it. We could technically do friends and family. And he
we are friends. So.
Taxes, huh?
I said we are friends.
Yeah, we are friends.
And you have proof right here that I'm supposed to be sending it to you. You know, so that way it won't run off.
I'm not worried about that, Anthony.
You would track me down, wouldn't you?
Damn straight. I would track you down anyway.
You don't mess with Mama.
You don't mess with Mama. You know, and here's the thing. You don't mess, you know, ask Derek, because when Derek and I ran with each other, when he got messed with, I was upset. Yeah. I was upset when he and I were good friends. I was really upset. Hey, Aaron Marcus.
Aaron Marcus.
Because if you mess with my friends and family, you mess with me.
Aaron, you won them teeth yet, dude?
Huh?
I was asking if Aaron won them teeth yet.
I don't know. Don't mess with Mama's money. I'm not going to ask my husband if he'll play this game with me today because he's in a bad mood today.
Well, what would make him feel better?
In my butt? What is it with my butt?
Naked sumo man. Say,
good.
That just makes me feel better.
I love it.
Oh, dang. This takes a 9-volt. I don't think I have any 9 volts. Oh, good. It's not. It's still charged. Good.
I've got 9 volts.
Oh, wait. No.
My
Dang, it comes on and then it dies right away. Son of a gun. Let me check the other one. Maybe the other 9-volt is still good. Okay. Blue 9-volt might still be good. So let me try that. Because since I can only really do one at a time. It would be like the one battery I don't have down here.
Aaron hasn't won it yet.
Oh, no, it's dying.
Aaron says grab one out of your smoke detector.
Huh?
Aaron says grab one out of your smoke detector.
It still stings my tongue, so I wonder why. Oh, this one barely stings my tongue. That one's super dead.
Oh, guys, nobody reminded me about my brownies.
Is it? Oh, yeah. Touche. Well, if they're burnt, I'll take them. Yeah, this definitely, you guys, doesn't have enough juice. That sucks. Wait, do I have this thing turned on? So you can tell he works. Yeah, I got to see if I can find a 9-volt somewhere. I really wanted to see these things go. Just weird. It still stings my tongue, so you'd think there would be some juice in it. Just not enough to get this thing moving. Sucks. Okay. So at least I can test the actual figures. And I can tell that these work because the light comes on. There's just not enough juice to actually move them. So the remotes should also work. So now I'm going to test this blue guy. Yeah, I'll have to let her know that. Okay, cool, Lisa. Yeah, I'll definitely pick them up. I should probably get some anyway, just to have downstairs. Normally, I try to keep, like at least 4 of every type of battery, just for testing purposes. But yeah, 9 volts is one I didn't have on hand, so I'll definitely pick some up when I go to a dollar store. Lisa said they might be blackies now, Kelly.
They might be blackies.
The brownie?
No. My husband took them out.
Oh, okay, cool. Was there a piece cut out for himself?
No.
That's what I would do.
Brownies.
Huh?
I made cupcakes, brownie cupcakes.
Oh, there you go. I don't know if I've ever had a brownie cupcake.
I just put them in the brownie. Way, you can know how much is yours and how much is his.
Yeah.
And you have a single serving, and then you can't cut like a 6x6 and say it's one brownie.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'll do. It is delicious.
I'm sure it is.
So you can suck on those Sour Patch candies you got, Anthony.
Yeah, they're not even Sour Patch, which is jive. They're Sour Punch. I don't know if that's like generic or what, but
see, pop.
I do love me some Sour Patches, though. That's for sure.
I asked my husband if he would play sumo with me. He was less than enthused.
I like the really fat guy with the mustache. He's cool.
Is that the blue guy?
No, the blue guy doesn't have a mustache, and he has like considerably like smaller features.
So,
this guy with the mustache is uber fat.
That's why I said he was me with the mustache.
Oh, gotcha.
Here. I'm right here. That's just how I flirt with all the YouTube guys.
So we were at least able to see that the light popped on both remotes. So that means they should probably work once it has a chargeable enough battery. And the red sumo guy works. I'm getting ready to test the blue one now to make sure that he is working.
Well, make him do something.
I can already tell it works.
Mm.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't have a 9 volt, so I can't like really make him do anything, So.
I don't know, man. Now that I know I have to play with him by myself, I don't have anybody to play with. Nobody plays with me.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I could send you one, and then we could just like sumo the screen.
I'm telling you what.
Breaks first is the loser.
You guys got to move to Michigan. We got so many hospitals around here.
Yeah, I don't so much know that Michigan would be in the game plan. I think like if we would leave Pittsburgh, it'd have to be for like Florida, or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something tropical.
Mm-hmm. There's so many resellers up here.
I mean, I would be down to come visit you in Michigan for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to start doing a little bit of traveling as far as like going to different areas and like sourcing, like if they're having big events or something, like Lonnie just went to that Highway 127, like I'd like to do something like that, That's like one of the main reasons I'm going to visit Derek is because of the Brimfield thing they're having where they turn the entire the flea market / yard sale type thing.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be like famous. Like he said that there's people who come from all over to do it.
Oh yeah. There is.
So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Then I get to go visit Ryan and Pam.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. My
It's
mom
brownie.
offered to buy me a plane ticket down there as a birthday present. So
What?
it's actually cheaper for me because Ashley can't get off the week. So she can really only come down for like 1, maybe 2 days. So what I was thinking about doing was it'll be cheaper for me to fly there and rent a car for a couple days than it would be for me to like drive there and keep filling up our car. So I think I'm going to just fly down there, rent a car for a couple days, and then she'll come pick me up at the end of the week. And you know what I mean? Me, her, and my mom might ride up with her just so she's not alone. You know,
Well, that's cool.
have like a little family like trip somewhere on the way back.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So I think that's the plan right now, at least. I bought all kinds of like these little mechanical things like this. Do you want me to set this thing aside for you?
I don't know, dude. List it. Go ahead and list it.
I don't mind, Kelly. Like,
No. Because if Tom's not going to play it with me, Anthony, it's not going to do me any good.
All right.
List it. If it doesn't sell, perhaps.
Like I said, I'm not super concerned about the money. If it's something you would enjoy,
Honey,
means
Mama wants you to make the money. You know?
I'm gonna be straight up with you. I paid $1 for this thing, so like it's
hey,
not.
Baby, don't worry about it. I want you to make the money. You make the money. Make the money. Make the money. Make the money.
I'll do what I can.
It's all about making money. That's why I like to send some me damn presents out. I gotta bring that. Here I'm telling you, no, don't give me a present. And here I was telling everybody, accept presents. If somebody wants to give you a present, don't offend them and accept it. And I'm going, no.
I mean, I'm not offended either way. I just, you know what I mean? Like, if you want it, if you don't, then that's
that stupid mug in my car that I've used for years. Well, I haven't used it in the last 6 months. And I got to send it to you because it's Minions. Belle bought it for me.
Oh, cool.
Well, Papa bought it for me. She saw it and Papa bought it for me.
That's cool.
But I know you like Minions, so I gotta send it to you as soon as I bring it in from the car. Look at that. I down this water like it's dew of the mountain. Yeah, I already lost 3 pounds.
That's awesome.
A lot of
Were you drinking regular Mountain Dew or was it like Diet Mountain Dew?
I don't drink diet anything because of the aspartame.
Gotcha.
Aspartame clings to fibro like glue.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Makes it 10 times worse.
That sucks. That's right in front.
I'm so glad Purple Paisley was here because I needed her email. I also need Kathy Phillips' email too, but I can't seem to find her. If anybody sees Kathy Phillips in the chats, let her know that I need her email.
Crystal said you're frozen again. You look fine on my end.
Yeah, it's on her end. I'm hardwired into 100 megs, baby. I don't think I buffer. Hi, Kathleen. All your guys' stuff already went out. I got 3 payments. Well, everybody that's paid. I got a few payments today that I gotta send out. Yeah, that's just, no, not just me, Kathy. Kathy Phillips. Her name is Kathy Phillips. Phillips. Gonna do the 2-step and downward boogie. I don't know the words, but I like that tune. Get it done and get it done and get it done. I watched a biography on Bohemian Rhapsody,
Uh
and I was just singing in the bedroom into the pillow at the top of my lungs. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions. Like a opera singer, right?
yeah.
Of the world. And I wriggled myself somehow halfway off the bed where I was like with my arm holding myself up from
Uh-huh.
falling off the bed. And my ab muscles are not what they used to be, so there was no way I was getting myself up. So I'm going, babe, babe, right? And he says he could hear me singing into my pillow, but he couldn't hear me screaming, babe, to come and save me from having to fall on the floor, which he didn't hear me fall on the floor either. Selective hearing, I think. He was probably so pissed at me singing at the top of my lungs that
I'm sure he's probably used to that by now.
no, it annoys him. But when it's got to come out, it's got to come out. It's got to come out.
Yeah, true.
We are the champions, my friends. We'll keep on. No, he's going to yell at me. But that's what I was doing.
You should come
So,
in for a duet.
yeah. But that's what I was doing. So, I mean, that would be annoying to anybody. I understand the annoying factor of it. Hi, Gianna.
What's up, Kiana?
Gianna, your sister, besides being so beautiful, is so talented. And I want one of those jingle dancers. I want the one in the purple dress. And you need to just turn your microwave off, or I mean your microphone off when your sister is on, because your laughing is annoying and you can't pay attention to your sister. I love you, sister, but you were laughing too much. I was trying to pay attention to your sister.
Hey, Tiff.
Hi, Tiffany. You have to ask her if she's got that purple jingle dancer still left. All right. Yeah, these sumo. There's different kinds of these sumo wrestlers, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them. There's like some of them both have black shorts, and some of them are red and black, and some of them are red and blue.
That's cool. Yeah, the one's red, the one's blue.
Oh wait, maybe it's just the light. Maybe they are the same.
Gotcha.
No, because the writing on the package is different. So it's blue and not red.
Huh.
Oh, there's the black series. What color?
Oh, yeah, this is the black series.
Huh?
This is the black series.
The black series?
Yeah.
So that's like a more elite series.
Like I said, it could be a series that you own if you want it.
No, you try and sell it. It looks like it's a more elite system, so I can do that top knot though. Anthony, we should go trick or treating together as sumo wrestlers. Yeah, I can do the top knot. We could be sumo wrestlers.
Greg says he is elite. You could like do your hair up like a sumo wrestler too.
Yeah, I can.
I'd have to get a wig because I don't have that much hair.
Yeah, you would.
Be in trouble.
Whew. You know, it's funny. My brother and I used to pretend to be sumo wrestlers and wrestle.
Nice.
Wasn't so nice because he beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, that would suck.
He was not gentle. This is the same brother that told me I was adopted.
That sucks.
See, look.
Oh, there you go.
Whew. Whew. I didn't get the double chin going. Triple, see?
There you go.
Aaron says we should be Pebbles and Bam Bam. Hey,
Yeah.
Maury.
Make that happen.
Oh, I used to have the jewelry. I used to have some of that rock jewelry. I don't have it anymore. Oh, how funny. You guys, I keep freezing.
Am I freezing?
Nope. Crystal says right here, Mama, you keep freezing and Hipflippinmamma. It's not me. Everyone sees it. You are very blurry too. Okay, if I'm blurry, put a 1 in the chat if I'm blurry. Do you see any ones?
Oh, yeah, Crystal says only you are. Yeah, there's some ones.
Is there?
Yeah. Well, most of them belong to Alice, though.
I'm gonna switch over to YouTube.
Crystal and Key Lime Kisses both say 1, 2, and Aaron says 1 compared to me. Texas Val says 1. Maury says 1. Lisa says 1.
It doesn't look blurry here to me. I'm gonna switch over to.
Which is funny because you probably have a much better camera than I do. I'm just using laptop's camera.
I do have a much better camera than you. No, I don't know. Alice bought me my camera.
Well, my camera is just like factory, whatever 2014 MacBook was. Yeah, they're saying you're pixelated.
I look blurry.
Yeah, they say you're normally very high def.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll end this and come back on. Wait, can I leave StreamYard and then come back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take yourself off the thing. There you go. Now it's just me. So that should reboot your camera. That's a good thought, Alice, to look it up on our phone. Are you able to talk, Kelly, at all?
Yeah.
You're just like a black screen now.
I am?
Yeah. Now it's just me. Now you're one of those like spinning boxes.
Okay, hang on.
If you decide you want those sumo wrestlers, they're listed. Just let me know, and I can either pull them down, or you can just make a $5 offer. I have that set as my minimum offer.
You would take a $5 offer for those?
For you, yeah. Heck yeah, I would. If you don't want to accept them for free, yeah, just take them for $5. I don't care.
Well, so what do you got them listed for sale?
I think I just put them whatever it automatically put up. I think it was like $22 or something like that. Which is more than the new ones are going for. But
I'm pixelated again. Let me just stop the thing and I'll come back, okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll be back in 1 minute, guys.
Uno momento, por favor. I'm still here. Are you ending the entire thing, or are you just ending your end? Yeah, Lisa's saying maybe you need to reset your router. Let me try to pop out too, and then maybe that'll end this and we can pop a new one back up.
Am I pixelated now? See if I'm pixelated now, guys.
Well,
Am I pixelated?
no, you look fine to me.
I look good on here.
No, you look fine to me.
And I didn't have to stop the live either. I just had to get out of everything. And so it was Stream Duck. What's it called? StreamYard?
Yeah.
I was thinking Boatyard. I can never remember. I always just call it Stream Duck. Huh?
Boatyard.
For the longest time, I called it Stream Duck because it has a duck on it.
Yeah. I need to figure out something.
My hair is really cool like this. Like the back of my neck is just I might wear my sumo hair all the time. All right, so I'm going to do some shipping. My heart hurts. Like my chest hurts since I ate that brownie. Maybe I ate it too fast.
Baby, you gotta be careful though. You should eat a baby aspirin just to be safe.
I've got the real aspirin because I had to take it to prevent blood clots after my knee surgery.
Okay.
I think it's because I ate it too fast and then I drank 2 great big glasses of water. Man, I had a crazy auction, dude. It was so awesome.
Was it?
It was like 4 hours long.
Did you make a lot of money?
The first I made a decent amount, more than usual. But that's because I sold over 30 items.
Nice.
I sold a lot of items, but
I'm trying to get it to. I didn't expect that to be a full-blown disco when I hit the switch.
That was cool. What is that, dude?
It's a Dance Robot.
Now, see, I can play with him by myself.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in like really good shape too. I'm guessing somebody bought him and just got bored with him.
Get him listed, buddy. Get him listed.
Yeah, working on it. You know what I need to do? I need to have an auction show on my channel where it's just like called "Buy My Death Pal from Me."
Oh my god!
Pull stuff out and play with it, and people like send offers. That would be awesome. Save me the photographing and the listing, and
that would be funny. You know, whenever I do my hauls and people want to buy stuff out of my hauls, I always sell it cheaper because I don't have to spend the time to list it.
Yeah.
Or anything. So this is what I do. I write people's. Look. You gotta look.
I'm looking.
I write people's name and what they bought and for how much on the envelope. And then I cover up that part and send it. I cover that up with the label because then that way I can put it right in the envelope. Everything that was bought in the envelope. And then I file it. When I do my invoice, I turn it a separate way. When it's paid, I pull it out and I send it. Check this bracelet out.
People says that'd be fun to buy my Death Pal idea.
Yeah, it would be fun.
I'm gonna write that down, put little stars by it, so I know that's an idea.
Look at that. It's a bracelet.
Yeah.
It's already sold. I love this bracelet. But I have these man wrists.
Mm-hmm.
I am built like a man, and that is no joke. I mean, I've got the boobs and the butt and the tiny waist compared to everything else, and the hips and all that, but my rib cage, my shoulders, my hands, my feet. Although I had size 9 feet when when I got pregnant for my son, my feet were a size 9. After he was born, they were a 10. I got pregnant for my daughter. Well, I had a pregnancy in between there that I lost. But
Sorry.
my feet didn't get a chance to grow with that because I lost it in the first trimester, unfortunately. But when I got pregnant for my daughter, um, my feet went from a 10 to an 11. So I did have size 9 feet. Now that I have size women's 11, and because my feet are double E's, I can't ever find women's feet or women's shoes. And so I always have to buy men's shoes. Always. Very seldom can I find a woman's shoe that's comfortable. But whenever I go shoe shopping, my husband's right there to help me. He'll like bring me shoes and say, "Okay, babe, what about these?" Or I'll pick out like a whole bunch and then I'll try them on and then I'll give them to him and he'll put them away.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put them back in the box and put them back on the shelf. He's so good about that. That's a good spouse right there. That's a catchy tune.
He was like dancing all over my little setup there for a minute.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. If he doesn't sell, I'll just end up playing with him. He'll just end up one more thing on my table here that I get to play around with instead of list.
I don't have time to list right now. I gotta get my stuff done. I wasn't gonna work today. This was gonna be my day off.
Ah, well, my fault then. The only reason I asked you to do it is because you asked if I was working, so I thought that's what you meant.
Oh no. I wanted some motivation to get in here and work. I'm bored. I don't watch TV much. Tom's watching the Little League World Series. So there's no watching anything else. Okay. If there's sports on, forget about it. I don't exist when there's sports on. There's an episode of The Handmaid's Tale that I want to watch, but we can watch that later. Whenever his sports is done. The man used to coach Little League ball at the World Series level. So
Well, that's cool.
Well, we never got to go to the World Series. We got knocked out, but we were that good. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll never forget when we were at the World Series. This is how pathetic some people can be. I was hanging out, like my boys were all running around doing their thing and everything, and I was hanging out with the Niles team. And that's the team that Sadi was on, Sadi Ali, Muhammad Ali's son, right?
Okay.
Remember I told you that I was close with his family for a minute?
Yeah.
Couple years. Just at the ballpark. It was nothing like, hey, you guys want to come over to the house? No, it was nothing like that. It was just at the ballparks. I mean, Sadi had my number and stuff like that. But we were standing on the pitcher's mound. They had thrown the first pitch in, right? And he and I just walked over to the pitcher's mound and we were talking. And he's a 15-year-old boy, you know.
Yeah.
He's a kid. And this woman runs up with her newborn baby. The thing couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 months old. And just runs up to him and launches her baby into his arms. And he's just standing here like this, looking at me like, Mrs. Haggard. And I'm like, I run over there and I'm like, baby, put your hand here. Keep the head up. and put your other hand under the butt. And the lady wanted a picture, and he is literally standing like this. I am not kidding you. He's standing like this, and his face is like this. And she takes a picture, and she comes over and grabs her baby and says, oh my God, I got a picture with Muhammad Ali's son, and blah, 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 blah. And I just said to him, I went, Sadi, I understand why you have bodyguards. And his bodyguards were already on their way onto the field.
Wow.
You know, and towards the end and stuff, like his bodyguards wouldn't let anybody near him. I remember I went up one time to give him a hug, you know, to congratulate him on a home run after the game, and his bodyguard got in front of me, and Sadi goes, dude, I told you she's cool. Dude, I told you she's cool.
Hey, Cinnamon. Aaron asked if oh yeah, I do have some Star Wars stuff in the Death Pile, Aaron. Absolutely.
Oh.
But he also asked if we saw the Craigslist Hunter video yesterday, the one titled "Is Reselling Dying?" Or
no, I haven't watched it yet.
I did. I watched it like probably in the middle of the night last night.
And what is your take on it?
I mean, I don't think reselling's dying. I think maybe the fad might be less than it once was, but
it's only dying for those that jump in, don't know what they're doing, and lose their momentum. It's dying for them, but it's not dying for the hardcore people. Hi, Cinnamon baby. How are you doing, sweetness? I don't want you to think I'm not going to say hi to you.
Yeah, I don't think it's dying at all. I think reselling's been a business since the beginning of time. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's all, you know, it's all about merchants.
Yep.
You know,
I don't see it going anywhere. I mean, I could see like maybe a little bit of YouTube losing momentum, but I think anybody that has a decent enough personality and connects with their audience should be able to retain and keep growing.
So is it YouTube reselling dying or reselling?
I think just in general. I mean, I didn't, like I said, it was the middle of the night when I was watching it, so I probably didn't give it like the full attention it probably deserved.
You weren't fully cognitive.
But I believe that, I mean, Pete knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that I know more than Pete or any of those things. Like Pete knows considerably more than I do.
But Pete's in a different genre, though. He does eBay, you know, but he and his partner do eBay, but they have a storefront too. They're brick and mortar too, so it's a little bit different for them.
From what I understand, though, I think the brick and mortar drives their eBay. Like I've heard that their eBay does better than their brick and mortar.
Well, that could be.
I think it's brand new. That's what's up.
Milo's doing better. I know that.
Well, last night in the video, I think they said that he was like dropping weight and he had like diarrhea and stuff.
In last night's video?
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was over that and he was doing better.
He has cancer.
Wait, they said for sure it was cancer?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But he was getting better. It was something, though, that had to do with his organs or whatever, but he was feeling better.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Cinnamon. I understand about being busy. It's hard for me to catch a lot of chats sometimes, too.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to cry my face off when Milo dies.
Yeah. I mean, you could see even Pete was very emotional when he had to film the video about Milo being sick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'd be the same way. Like, our dogs are like our family. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know they are. Look, you don't have to tell me about what it's like to lose a pet.
Yeah. No, I know that.
Lord knows I've lost enough in the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know you have.
And now Scrappy is not doing very good.
What's the latest with Scrappy?
Huh?
What's the latest with Scrappy?
He's kind of lost control of his bowels. And he just kind of walks and poops, and it's like I have to clean up poop 2 or 3 times a day. Here's a turd here, here's a turd here, here's a turd here. I don't even think he knows he's doing it. And I know the medication he's on affects his bladder. They said that he'll have a weaker bladder and that he'll have to go a lot more. So we let him out like once an hour. But yeah, he's got his cage, and he likes to go in his cage and pee. But he doesn't always pee in his cage. Sometimes he pees out of his cage. But then when he pees in his cage, his feet are wet, and then he walks all over the hardwoods and leaves little paw prints. So we're constantly have to mop the floors and everything. And he's just having trouble, like when he walks and stuff, he walks like an old man.
Yeah.
Like he's in pain,
Yeah.
And I think it's because your heart runs everything, and when you've got congestive heart failure, it's just harder.
Yeah, we've been having issues with Hunter lately too. He's had bladder stones for a long time.
Yeah, I know.
We've done this medication where it makes him pee a lot, so it doesn't get like built up.
Right.
That dog, man, he pees everywhere. I had a meeting I was doing with a couple people last night, like real late at night, and he was in bed sleeping, and I come upstairs, I go to lay in bed, like literally my feet going like a huge puddle of pee right in my bed. And it's like, if he wasn't sick, it was like, would have been something that like really like upset me.
Right.
I mean, it sucks, don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's not their fault.
He can't help it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if he did it on purpose, or he was just being a disobedient dog, then it'd be one thing.
Right.
But I mean,
I know.
Issues, you know what I mean? Like,
because that's what my vet said. He goes, well, if you can handle him just peeing everywhere, he goes, I know you can. I know you'll just clean it up.
Yeah.
Just know that he's an old dog, and this medication is going to make him have to pee a lot, and he's probably going to pee as he's walking to the door. And he goes, but I know you'll just clean it up. And so, because normally he would have that conversation. Now, some people don't like that, and there's always euthanasia if it's something you can't handle, and he's just like, he knew better.
Yeah, I couldn't see putting down a dog just because they pee or poop. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be like,
it's frustrating.
Like putting you down. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's frustrating. Don't get me wrong.
It's frustrating. Especially when you have people come over.
We don't have people come over. We don't have people come over for a specific reason.
Gotcha.
Because Scrappy, he sheds a lot, and we have dark hardwood floors. They're laminate floors, and you can always see his hair. And if we swept 3 times a day, there would still constantly be dog hair. Okay?
Yeah.
And then there's dog hair on the furniture. Like, I just swept our basement stairs today and emptied the thing twice because of the cat hair.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's a little handheld vacuum, so it's not a real big one. But, it's one of those things that, I don't invite people over because I just don't want somebody walking in going, oh, this house smells. I mean, the dog hair is not as bad now that we've only got one dog. We're down 5-1, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still.
Well, the nice thing is our house don't ever smell because we do take care as far as like making sure it's cleaned up. Like, I bought Ashley like a really expensive rug.
I know, the carpet cleaner.
Yeah, she uses it like literally once a week, sometimes twice a week.
Yeah, I used to carpet clean a lot too. Yeah.
She uses a lot of those like candles and like the Scentsy and all that.
Well, it's not that my house stinks or anything. It doesn't. But I just am self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got old furniture. Our furniture is 20 years old.
We literally just got new furniture. when we were running a women's recovery home for a year, so we had to live on site. So we rented out our house to some friends that we thought were friends, and they ended up destroying like our furniture like completely. Like we had a brand new sectional couch with recliners in it, and they like trashed it.
That's too bad.
The other recliner we had, they like completely like broke it in half somehow. So we had
having sex in it.
It would have to be pretty hardcore for it to break the way it did. But yeah, it was.
That's too bad.
So we just upgraded, and like we finally have like decent living room furniture again.
Well, see, we're not going to do that until we're pet free. Once we're pet free, then we'll do something like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we're not, before we sell the house, we'll put carpeting in it, but not if we have dogs still, because that would just be treacherous.
Yeah, for sure.
Please print. For a while, my printer wasn't printing.
I have to check to see if my wife's home. I hear some walking upstairs.
It's 4:18.
My dog's just running around playing, or sounds like it could be like human.
Well, it's 4:18, so you might want to go check.
She got done at 3, but I know she had to stop at the store. Normally, when she's home, I try not to work.
Well, you can jump off.
I'm just going to text. Yeah, I think that might be her. Let me text her real quick.
You better go check.
Are you home? Question mark.
Anthony and his fancy talking phone.
Yeah, if she's home, I'll probably jump off to hang out with her. Maybe cook some dinner.
Well, for sure.
Oh, here's a Star Wars thing for you, Aaron. I don't know what this is. Oh, these are lightsaber puzzles. Weird. Oh, it's a trivia game with puzzle lightsabers. I don't know why that would be puzzle lightsabers. I don't know.
They're just lightsabers on puzzles.
Yeah, I got them like really nice stuff from this one house for like $1 a piece. It's where I got the sumo thing.
Yeah.
It's just insane the stuff people are willing to just give away. And I was just going to get a couple things, and then they were like, yeah, we'll just give you everything for $1. And I was like, I'll take the whole table. And we literally left their house with like 3 boxes full of stuff and a garbage bag.
I've done that before.
Yep.
Well, shoot, I just left with 30-some Lungerburger baskets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think I've got somebody I'm going to sell all of them to.
I always get Pokemon stuff, Crystal. I just picked up this Charmander the other day. I think I got him for like $0.25. I've sold a ton of this exact Charmander.
I don't know what that is.
He's a Pokemon. Just a little plush of him. I do Pokemon cards a lot too. I also just spoke on the phone with a company the other day that does distributions for Pokemon USA.
Yeah.
I might be a wholesaler for Pokemon cards now too.
Really?
Yeah, they're sending me information. I need to give them my like EIN and everything because we just incorporated. So like
you did
started our own LLC. So now I can like actually go and do those type of things.
Good for you.
Yeah, I probably have other stuff too, Crystal. I just have to. I know I have a ton of Pikachu ones. I'm sure everybody has a Pikachu that likes Pokemon now. But I should have some other stuff. I'll definitely keep you in the loop though for stuff. Because I'm actually kind of excited about that because I used to be a pretty big geek when it comes to like Star Wars or not Star Wars, Pokemon cards.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
I remember my son had some Pokemon cards when he was, or Pogs, when he was little.
Yeah, I used to do the Pogs when I was a kid too. Me and your son are close in age, aren't we?
Yeah, he just turned 29. And you're 30. Well, you'll be 34, so you're
45. I'm getting old.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant. You're 4.5 years apart, same as my husband and I. 3.5 years apart.
Would you believe my wife didn't want this? It's like a statue of Woody and Buzz Lightyear, and it's like you paint them.
Why wouldn't she want it?
I don't know. I was like really surprised by it. It's like
She doesn't want to paint it.
Huh?
She doesn't want to paint them.
Maybe not. I don't know. Like if they were already painted statues, she would 100% take them. But I guess because you have to paint them, she didn't want it.
She doesn't want to put the work into it.
I guess not.
She must not like to paint. I mean,
well, that's the weird thing. She's very crafty. You know what I mean? Like she's always making her own custom Disney stuff. Like she just,
that just might not be her jam, Anthony. You know?
Yeah.
Is she not home?
I don't know. She didn't text me back, but I still hear her walking upstairs. So I don't know if it was a dog or what.
She's upstairs wrapping herself in cellophane so she can surprise you.
You know, she does that sometimes too. I'll be downstairs and I'll be working, and she sneaks up. She's like a friggin' ninja. She'll scare the crap out of me.
My husband is like a ninja. You don't hear him walk. You don't hear him do nothing. He is just quiet about everything, and he scares the literal shiitake out of me.
Yeah, for sure.
And he literally scares the crap out of me. And then he'll get mad at me. And then I scared him the other day, and he got mad at me. And I said, see, now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like. Now you know what it's like. How's it feel? How's it feel? How's it feel? I thought this was already cut.
Oh, yeah, she is home. She just got back to me.
Well, you better sign off, partner.
Yeah, I'm going to take off. I'm going to get this statue listed, and then I'm going to head upstairs and hang out with her.
Gotta go do the husband and dote on the wife and be a good Christian.
Oh, that's awesome. Kay Dallas just said Alexa can have Pikachu talk to you. That's really cool.
Really? I'm ignoring my chat. I'm sorry, you guys, because you're all covered up.
Can I steer you in the right direction for what? I must have missed something.
I got the chat all covered up because I was doing shipping. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I haven't paid attention as much as I probably should have. But
not your chat though, Anthony.
No, but I still like to be involved. My daughter is interested in selling some comic books. Yeah, I can certainly try.
You know, comic books.
Are you a part of our Facebook group, Maury? Let me drop a link because we do stuff like that all the time where we can like help each other find, comps for stuff or just share stuff or whatever. I'll drop a link to it in the chat. I mean, it's free to join. It's just like a bunch of people who are part of like watching our morning show we do every day.
I didn't know you had a Facebook group.
Yeah, we just started it a couple weeks ago, I think. So it's just a place for us to share stuff, and a lot of us will, like, if we're doing a live or something, we'll post. I probably should have shared this live in there. I'm sorry, Kelly. I wasn't even thinking. I didn't even, if it makes it feel any better, I didn't share the video game live I did before this either. So.
Honey, I don't care about that stuff.
But yeah, that's what's good about the group is because you can kind of do that, get the word out, everybody supports each other type thing.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to take this box that Elizabeth, the makeup zombie, sent me. And I am going to, she sent her stuff to me in it, and I'm going to send her stuff right back to her in it. The stuff she bought. Oh, no, it's not to her. It's to somebody else. Never mind.
I would definitely be happy, though, to help you figure out what's going on with those comic books, though, if you'd like.
Comic books are hard.
Some of them are a pain in the butt, but yeah, I mean.
Okay, because the hardest thing about comic books is the rating system. It's the same thing with baseball cards and books.
Yeah.
Is the rating system. It's subject to interpretation. And so, I mean, some people are hardcore in regards to that. And you got to really know what you're doing sometimes Or you're going to make somebody mad. Boy, when Lucia gets her ring that she bought from me, it's wrapped. It's in a bag. It's in foam wrap. And then it's in 3 layers of bubble wrap. And then I put it in a box.
Oh, dang. There you go. Yeah, I like when people do that and they take their.
I have had complaints about I've had complaints about overpacking though.
Yeah. Well, that's a good complaint to have.
Yeah, well, that's why when that lady said my item wasn't packed properly, there was no bubble wrap in it, the eBay guy says, well, when I look at all the rest of your shipping, he says that's not what everybody else says.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I know. I said I get my shipping supplies for free, so.
Well, I am going to jump out and go get my husband on. So I will talk with you a little bit later. But thank you so much for having me on your channel.
Bye, baby. I love you.
Thank you, everybody in the chat, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you would, go check me out. My channel is called Pittsburgh. I would love to see you guys again sometime soon.
He doesn't even let me pimp him out. He pimps himself out. Pittsburgh, Pick.
Yep.
SBURGH. And make sure to come by Tuesday for our Bible study, guys.
Yep. Absolutely. I appreciate you, though, Kelly. I will talk to you later on.
I love you, baby. Goodbye.
See ya.
All right, now I got to read the chat. Hi, Veronica. That's okay, baby. You're fine. You are fine. My confetti's going all over. So I'm just wrapping up some jewelry that I sold at my auction. It's going out in the mail. There's a couple rings I sold. Overpacking like I always do. Isn't Anthony a gem? When he looks back at this, for everybody who loves Anthony, put a 1 in the chat. Lucia, you're in here and I'm talking about your ring and everything. And here it is. Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Did you see me wrap it up? Lucia, did you see me wrap your ring up? I was just telling Anthony when Lucia gets her ring she bought for me, it's in a bag, it's foam wrapped, then it's got 3 layers of bubble wrap on it, and it's in a white box. So sorry about all the bubble wrap you're going to have to go through. It's 3 individual layers of bubble wrap and then foam wrapped. And then I put it all in a box. So, because, you know, that's just me. So sorry you're going to have to dig to get to your ring when you get it, but I'm an over wrapper. Yes, Anthony, you're welcome, Lucia. I love you. Anthony is an outstanding individual. And not only is he my pastor, because we do Bible study together, and Anthony lifts me up in ways that, you know, are hard to describe. He's also my friend. So I'm very fortunate that I can call my pastor my friend. And he lifted me from a very dark place. Believe it or not, I was in a very dark place. You just didn't see it. Nobody saw it. Ooh. I dropped it. I dropped the necklace. I think I need to pull up the YouTube chat because StreamYard chat doesn't move. Aw, thank you, Lisa. You're so sweet. I'm just packing up orders, you guys. Payments that came in after I went to the post office yesterday. Any payment that came in yesterday after the post office, I didn't come back in and do shipping again. I was just feeling so tired. And you guys, it was so weird. Hi, Leticia. It was so weird yesterday. I was feeling really weird. And I came home from the post office and it was about 4:30. And I lay down in the bed and I slept all the way until like 11:30 this morning. And so I don't know how many hours that is. Hi, Fairy Vixen. I don't know how many hours that is that I slept, but it was a lot. And I kept having nightmares and nightmares and nightmares and nightmares and more nightmares. I just kept having nightmares. And they were horrific nightmares. And I would wake up and I'd be crying and I would go and use the bathroom, let the dog out, get a drink of water, lay back down, wipe all the sweat off me and stuff. Oh, I love you, Maury. No, I didn't. Oh, the one? Ooh, that's awesome. Wow, Maury, she's going to make a killing. She is going to make a killing. Good for her. I got to make a thick one for that necklace. Really? So no more acetaminophen and a bit of vitamin for you. I don't know. Sometimes whenever I wake up, my husband's never there. I would wake up and he was not there. And I would think, okay, he's at work. Well, apparently I was snoring last night. And so he slept in his recliner. So I thought he just went to work early or something. And no, he was sleeping in the recliner. But he doesn't get mad. He can't get mad at me for when I snore because he snores every night. So he can't get mad at me for snoring because he does it every night. And that's why sometimes, a lot of times, I sleep on the couch. So when you see me up in the middle of the night on social media or whatever, if it's past 9 o'clock and I'm on social media, I'm on the couch because my husband's snoring. Because I get up early, so I try and go to bed early. Aw, Lucia, you're so sweet. Look, though, you're mistaken. Lucia says I look so beautiful. I didn't wash my face today. I haven't cleansed my face today. I didn't put any face creams or no skincare on my face today, but thank you so much, Lucia. You're so beautiful. I wish you would show your beautiful face in your videos, Lucia. Oh, you love my hair? Well, thank you. Thank you. This was a sumo wrestler top knot. Anthony and I were playing with sumo wrestlers, and so I did the top knot for sumo wrestler. We were going to be sumo wrestlers for Halloween, and so I did the top knot. That's how I got that, but thank you. But yeah, so I had nightmares and nightmares and nightmares, and oh my gosh, you guys. All this, well, I got up about 11 o'clock, and my husband gets home at 12:30, so I didn't have to live without him for that long. But I just kept thinking, I miss my husband, I miss my husband, I miss my husband, I love my husband, I love my husband. I just kept thinking, I love my husband so much. I love my husband so much. I just want him to get home from work so I can hug him. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted after I woke up from my nightmares. And for, anyone that's had nightmares knows how just terrible it is. And he got home and I ran and I gave him a hug and I said, I love you, babe. I missed you. And he was kind of like, what's going on? What did somebody do to my wife? And he's not in a very good mood today, so just letting him chill out in front of the TV, watching his sports. Thought I'd come in and get some work done. I was going to try and maybe take the day off, but that didn't work. You're woozy from your meds, Leticia? You posted a What's Sold video. You were doped up. Well, at least you didn't eat a marijuana cookie live on YouTube. Well, I didn't eat it on YouTube. It was an accident at my sister's house. It's all my sister's fault. I'm sure there are other people in this world that have accidentally eaten their dog's medication when they're on hospice. My dog was on hospice. I accidentally ate his medication. And then went live on YouTube. It hit live on YouTube. Hi, Jude. It hit live on YouTube and it expired live on YouTube. So, but it just made me tired. But it makes me wonder if I had that on a regular basis. I think that's okay. If I had that on a regular basis, I'd sleep better. An edible. I'm seriously thinking about checking out getting some edibles. It's legal in Michigan, you guys. Aww. Veronica, I'm so sorry you're going through that, love. I definitely know what you're going through. You didn't know I did that, Kay? I thought everybody knew I did that. Well, what had happened was, in my defense, we were eating cookies at my sister's house. And I had Rocky with me. That was my black pug before he passed away. And she had made him some pot cookies. And she'd made little small pot cookies. And I ripped one in half and gave it to him. And I had it in my hand. And I remember thinking, Cindy, what happened to that other half of that pot cookie? And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, Rocky's cookie. I only gave him half. She goes, well, you probably put it in the bag. And I looked in the bag and I'm like, there's no half cookies in the bag. And she's like, well, you probably gave it to him. And I'm like, oh yeah, I probably did. Or he probably came up and took it out of my hand or something, you know? Yeah, you're right. No, I think I ate it because it like hit when I was on YouTube. Pretty sure that's what happened. Pretty sure. Oh no. Oh. Oh, you take edibles, Lisa? Yeah, they make me sleepy. I've had edibles twice. A chick I I'm back. Did I go away, guys? Nope. You can see me, right? I'm back. I'm back. Back again. Back. Back again. Can you guys see me? Okay. Yeah, I closed the wrong window. I went to close my PayPal window for shipping, and I accidentally closed the StreamYard window. Oh yeah. Look, like I said, I'm all for it. And I went to a place that I thought was a place I could get edibles, but it was a testing facility. And they gave me an address to go where I could buy edibles, and I just haven't made it there. I got to make sure I'm going to not go back to work. I've been toying with the idea of getting a part-time job, but just to kind of get me out of the house a little bit, but I don't really want to, because I think it's going to give me more health problems, but I don't know. We'll see. Hi, Denise. Oh, I'm sorry you had a rough day. Look, you guys, I'm not drinking dew of the mountain. Thank you, Paisley. Dew of the mountain. I'm drinking juice of the earth, which is water. Yeah, you keep me posted how it works, because I'm not doing it right now. I should be. Yeah, guys, I've been having terrible headaches. Hi, Becky. Becky, thank you for popping in. I got your message, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So thank you for doing that. Actually, Cece called me and left me a message, and my phone was on silent, and I was telling everybody else that Becky Hope, you guys, well, everybody welcome Becky Hope to the chat. She is she runs the Uncle Jed's auctions. Yeah, Jerry thinks he does, but it's really Becky that runs it. She does all the clerical and the shipping and everything. Yes, baby, thank you very much for thinking of me. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, Cece called. I got the message this morning and the invoice this morning. So, yes, I appreciate that very much. Very, very, very much. Becky is a very good friend, and she's a wonderful person. No, I'm not playing with my boob down here. I'm trying to get this baggie open. Not that there's anything wrong with playing with your boob. You should play with your boobs at least once a month and make sure there's nothing in there. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story why you want to play with your boobs. And here it goes. When I was very young, this was before I had children, and I had my first child at 21. And this is before I had children. So I think I was 19. And my husband found a lump. My fiance at that point found a lump in my left breast right here. And so I went to the doctor, and they're like, well, we're just gonna take it out. And you know, it's not that big. It's about the size of a golf ball. We can do it in the office. And I'm like, are you sure? Because local anesthetic doesn't work on me. And he's like, yeah, sure, don't worry, I'm a doctor, I know what I'm talking about. Well, he numbs me up with two bottles of numbing agent, right? Because I kept feeling everything. And he cuts into me, and I screamed to high heaven because I could feel everything. He ended up using 5 bottles of the numbing agent on me. He kept sticking me with needles. I felt the entire surgery, even right down to them sewing me up. And my husband was trying to break down the door, and they wouldn't let my husband in, and I couldn't go anywhere because, I mean, I was cut open. He ended up doing like a 6 to 7 inch incision. What he thought was the size of a golf ball was actually larger than a baseball and weighed over a pound. And I was extremely large chested. When I had my breast, see, I was 19 when I had the tumor removed, and it was not cancerous. He sent it over to the lab and had it tested ASAP. It was not cancerous. Thank God. And my breasts were so large. I didn't have to have reconstructive surgery or anything, but I had like a 8-inch scar. It was a hack job, is basically what it was. And I was so mad at that SOB. I was so mad at him. If I'd have been the suing kind, I would have sued his butt, you know. And but yeah, when I was 19 when I had that done, and then I was 24 when I had my breast reduction after my children. And when I had my breast reduction, they took off 8 pounds off of me. My breasts were so large that they took 4 pounds off each side. 4 pounds off each side. That's how large my breasts were. So, yeah, I had the same treatment to the doctor. So they didn't have to do any reconstructive surgery or anything. But this is why you should always play with your boobs, ladies. Play with those suckers, jiggle them around. You need to know how your breast feels. You need to know how your breast feels. Arm in the air, and you can start at the nipple and go all the way around. Or if you've got big boobs, you can just kind of mash your fingers in there. Now, I just felt myself up on live YouTube. I just felt myself up on live YouTube. That is just something even I didn't think I would ever do. But you should do it with your arm up, and then you do this arm and you feel this one. I have fibrocystic disease, which is not cystic fibrosis, it's fibrocystic. Hi, Gianna. And caffeine gives me lumps in my breasts that can turn to cancer, but very seldom do. Yeah, public service message for the day. That'll be my thumbnail. There's my thumbnail. Yeah, public service announcement. But so my breasts are lumpy when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it's very important for me to know the difference between that kind of lump and what a tumor would feel like. So I have to be very, very, very conscious of doing self breast exams a lot, because if I don't know what my fibrocystic feels like, I'm not going to know if it's a tumor or not. So it's something I do a couple of times a month. If you've ever been through a breast cancer scare or through breast cancer, you do your self checks. You do them, because you don't want to have to go through that again. And if you do, you want to really early. So, and breast cancer can be the size of a pea, and a cystic or a fibrocystic cyst can be larger than the size of a pea. So, good for you, Cinnamon. Oh, needle aspiration. Good for you, Cinnamon. You've been clear for 9 years. Congratulations, baby. So Cinnamon knows. She knows. Yeah, my sister's mother. My sister and my oldest brother share a different mother than my brother that's 6 years older than me and myself. Although my mother raised my older brother and older sister. So to me, they're not half brother and sister. They're full brother and sister because they were always here. My mother raised them from the time they were 2 years old and 4 years old. So, but their biological mother had to have a double mastectomy or a single mastectomy. I can't remember now. It was a long, long time ago. She had to have a mastectomy. And back then, it was a lot more evasive than it is now. But ladies, the breasts are nothing to mess around with. If you want to continue to have fun with those babies during sex, you better take care of them when you're not having sex. Take care of them because it's scary. I know darn tootin' I don't want to ever have to go through what I went through before. But ever since then, ever since that experience, I'm put out for everything now. They don't numb me for anything. They completely put me out. Thank you, honey. Yeah, they put me out for everything. Just everything. So I don't ever, ever, ever have to worry about going through that again. Thank the Lord, because I wouldn't want to have to go through it again. Hi, Kimmy. You have fibrocystic breasts as well, and you constantly worry. So you're a big booby checker too. And if you're not a big booby checker, you should be a big booby checker. Did you see me check my boobies live on YouTube? Their chesticles too? Yeah, they do need to check their chesticles. Men do need to be checking their chesticles. And you know what? Men need to check their breasts as well, because my friend Pat Dees, who you all know, is a breast cancer survivor. And he has talked about it live on his channel before. He's a male breast cancer survivor. Bless his heart. So, yeah, you have to go back and watch the replay. It was about 5 minutes ago. The live boob check. We're talking about how we should be checking our boobies, and how I had live surgery on my breast and I had a 1 pound tumor taken out, and I felt the whole thing. Literally felt the whole thing. Now that comment could be taken many different ways, but we're talking about surgery here. See, I wrap in foam and then I bubble wrap. See that? So when you guys get your jewelry, a lot of times it's wrapped in foam first and then it's wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm an over wrapper. I'm an over wrapper. What can I say? You know what? Really? I'm up for a mammogram. I gotta get it scheduled. I need to get mine scheduled for sure. And they really, I want to tell you, because of my history, they squeeze my boob. I mean, they squeeze everybody's boobs, but they go back into the chest wall. I mean, they try and get down into, like, they try and get the entire breast. And sometimes, I'm telling you, because of my fibro and stuff, it hurts so bad when they do it. It's like, oh my gosh, could you hurt me anymore? You know? Sometimes it's really bad. But you have to have your mammograms. Oh, I'm okay now, honey. It's just one of the things that makes you strong. You know what I mean? It's just one of the things that makes you strong. I was 19 when that happened to me. And my breasts were so large, the tumor was over a pound, and it was larger than a baseball. And I was so large chested that I did not have to have reconstructive surgery. And then 5 years later, I would have my breast reduction, and they took off 8 pounds on my breast reduction, 4 off of each side. And then my poor daughter inherited my boobiness, and she is very large chested as well. Well, at least she was last time I saw her. Gonna do the two-stepping cowboy boogie. Grab your sweetheart and spin around. I think that's actually the right words. Yeah. I got you, Kay. Yeah, they get aggressive. They do. But that's good. I mean, you want them to be aggressive because if there's something in there, you want them to find it. For sure. I'd rather they get aggressive, you know what I mean? I think I want to put this in a box because I don't really trust this out of a box. There. Sending jewelry in boxes so that it doesn't get smooshed in the mail. Why? Because I'm an overpacker. That's why. Whoops. You guys, it feels so cool in this office right now. I'm so grateful. I think it's when I put my hair up in the sumo. I really do, because when I put my hair up like this, instead of having it back here, like the degrees in this office like drop 20 degrees, like I'm actually like kind of cold. I did, Becky, but I haven't opened it yet. Let's open it. Should we open it? I haven't even opened my table runners yet. Let's open these first. Because I knew what they were. Look at these, you guys. I got these beautiful table runners. Here's one. Hang on, let me put this back in here so nothing gets mixed up. Gonna do the two-stepping cowboy boogie. Gonna turn your sweetheart and spin around. Isn't that cute? Isn't that so cute? Yep, and I got 3 more like that. And they're new. Like these ones still have the one listing, multiple quantity. And then these I'm giving to my mom. They're so cute. In fact, I gotta take those over because what is it? It's August, right? So the next holiday is Halloween, and she'll use some of those for Halloween. You guys, wait till you see this tequila bottle I got. Are you watching? Hey, John. What do you mean my room's filling up? What's up with that? What do you mean? Whatever could you mean? I forget what else I bought. Oh, I got those canisters. Oh, and I see that Mary Kay makeup in there too. I actually bought that for myself. I could try selling it. The Mary Kay, I used to sell Mary Kay, and I couldn't sell it anymore because I couldn't use the skincare. And I didn't feel like, because I sold more skincare than I did makeup, and I just couldn't in good conscience sell a product I wasn't using. And I went back to my serious skincare, and so I stopped selling it. Organizer box with a lid. I'm going to get so organized. Yes. This one's going to sit right on my counter. Oh, yes. What a find these were, huh, Becky? What a find these were. And I paid, I think, $7 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 9 of them. All different. I might use this one in here. Yeah, it even has office stuff on it. I might put this in one of my drawers. Oh no, it broke. That's okay. It's just a little bit on the side. No biggie. See that? No biggie. No harm, no foul. Doesn't even affect it. Doesn't even affect it. Oh, my knife. Check out this sweet knife, you guys. Yeah, these are from Uncle Jed's, John. I'm afraid to hit this because I'm afraid that knife's going to come flinging out at me. It does, too. Holy crap. Is that a switchblade? How do you get it back in? It's a switchblade, but I don't know how to get it back in. Oh, shoot. Jerry needs to call me. I don't know how to get the knife back in. I'm going to cut myself. My husband probably knows. And it's got a file in here, too. My husband will know how to get that back in. I'm going to put that up so I don't cut myself. And then I know it's spring-loaded, Becky, but I can't figure out what you're supposed to push. Do I... You got to push something to close this up. Right? You better ask Jerry before I cut myself. Yeah, I'm going to let my husband do it. I tried to. It wouldn't close. I don't think my hands are strong enough to do it, you guys. I think that's all it is. I'll just end up giving it to my husband. I don't have strong hands. I don't have strong fingers. Oh, wow. I can smell it already. That's why Jerry went, ooh-wee. Oh, that's okay, honey. It's just my fingers. I've opened and closed lots of knives in my days, but I haven't done any recently, and it's probably just my fingers. If I give it to my husband, I'm sure he'll probably close it right up. And if not, I'll stick it in my glove box open. Becky, the packing is great. There was no saving that bubble wrap. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. This is a display piece. It's funny because I've got milk glass whiskey bottles. I've got some really cool liquor bottles. Tequila. Clays Abzul. Oh, it doesn't stink. He must have just putting it on. Isn't that gorgeous? That's a tequila bottle, you guys. And then here's all the information on the back. Isn't that cool? Isn't that sweet? It's got a sweet silver lid. I'm going to try and clean this up a little. It looks like I might be able to clean that up. Isn't that sweet though? You would be shocked at how little I paid for this. It's tall too. It's a good 1.5 feet tall. Thank you, Beck. Everything arrived just great. It comes a long distance for sure. And I always reuse all the packing supplies. I always reuse all the packing supplies. I don't let nothing go to waste. Even this I'll untape and use as much of this as I can. Just because I'm anal that way. Thank you, Becky. It does look like a vase, doesn't it? It's gorgeous, I'm telling you. You get some really good deals over at Uncle Jed's, you guys. Ask John. Ask Dad's Vintage Garage. That's how I found Uncle Jed's, actually. Well, no, it wasn't how I found it. I had found them before, but I went back and started using them because of John, Dad's Vintage Garage. Remember the whole story? How Jerry made fun of my name, made me mad, and so I didn't go to the auction. And he did it twice and offended me. And so I was like, I'm not going to that auction anymore. He's a smart aleck. And then John's like, no, give him another try. And so, oh no, I'm not gonna reuse the saran wrap. And so I ended up going back. And so the first thing I did, what do you think the first thing I did was? He said, hey, Hipflippinmamma. And he started getting all chuckly, right? And I said, don't make fun of my name. I ran away and didn't come back because you made fun of my name. And he's like, I didn't make fun of your name. I'm sorry, honey. It was just all in good fun. And yeah, so I laid into him right away. So he didn't make fun of my name again. And now I just love the man. I love everybody over there. Becky and Charles and Cornbread and the whole gang. I just love them all now. Yep, it's right there. Jerry Whitney. He's the dork that goes, he's going like this, like he's boxing. He's just a big goofball. He is just a big goofball. They all are. And Charles is married to Becky and some of the auctioneers. Becky, is Cornbread related to anybody up in there? I haven't seen Cornbread in a while. He's got a real job now. Jerry's the boss. Yep, Jerry's the boss. Becky just shared 16 times. There must be 16 people in the chat, right? Becky shared 16 times. Well, I said in the one auction, I said I was talking about you guys live on my stream, shared 874 times. What would you change your name to, Lime? Oh my gosh. No relation? Well, he's working that second shift job now, so he's never around. Just so you guys know what we're talking about, when you go to the auction, if you share the YouTube listing, like I'll take a snapshot of it and then I will message people with it, and I won't message people that already know about it. I'll message other people. Like 5 times. 5 times is the most that you can flip an old bat, probably. Oh, please, key lime. And I'll message people the snapshot, to let them know, or I will share the YouTube link with other YouTubers, and then they can just click on it and go right to it. And if you share 5 times, you get your name put in the drawing 5 times. It gets put in 5 times, right, Becky? And then they pull a name out of the thing, and you can win like $25 just for sharing the channel. And then if you bought something, they have a drawing, and you can win $25 if your name, if the item that you bought was pulled out. You have to be there to win it. So I've never ever won it, whether I was there or not. I've never heard my name was ever called. So, but someday I'll win. Hello, Leticia. I know I went off for a minute. Yeah, sometimes Becky buys things, but she can't be in the drawing. Well, you guys, it was really fun chatting you guys up, but it's been 2 hours. You got it, John? Ooh, John won $50. Good for you, baby. All right, you guys. I'm going to get off here because I got to take care of all this stuff now. And I'm going to go play with my Mary Kay makeup. Or do I want to sell it? Do I want to keep it or do I want to sell it? I'm sure I still have the compact that it goes to. I don't know. I'll decide. Yep, sometimes it's money and sometimes it's items. It's fun, though. It's fun. It's really fun. If you can get past all the accents. Yep. Your 7 is my 8. So as long as I'm awake, I'll be there. I was sleeping last night. Oh, I was out. You didn't see me once yesterday because, like I said, I went to bed at 4 o'clock. And I didn't get up until like 11 o'clock this morning. So it's a lot of hours. But I didn't get good sleep because I was having nightmares. And then I would get up and I would be up for like an hour and then I'd fall back asleep. And then I did that like 4 times. So you can subtract like 4 or 5 hours from that. Um, but oh, thank you, Lisa. I was just wrapping packages and doing shipping while I was talking to y'all. So thank you for the company while I worked. Oh, Sharon, thank you. Look, if me talking about silly things makes other people happy, hey, I'm all for it. And if me feeling myself up on live YouTube just on the spur of the moment gets people talking about self-exam breast checks, I'm all for it. Sharing my stories help people, then I'm all for it. There's nothing I won't talk about. There's probably nothing I wouldn't do. Who knows? You never know what you're going to get with me. It just happens. It just happens. I should label this self-exam breast check. Kay. Kay needed a whole hat listening to me ramble my mouth. Well, Kay, you were productive. But thank you for tuning in and watching and listening because I got everything almost all wrapped. So I got a lot of work done. So it's too late to go to the post office, but I can go tomorrow. So tomorrow's Saturday. Everybody's going to be out yard sailing. I don't yard sale because I got enough things to do. I've got to get rid of all these Longaberger baskets, you guys. I'm ready to list them all in one big fell swoop. I'm telling you, I bit off more than I can chew. I feel like I just want to sell them cheap now. I definitely bit off more than I can chew, and I don't have room for them. I got to get rid of them. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. If I can find the mouse. I will talk to you later. And some of you guys, I'll see you at 8 o'clock over at Uncle Jerry or Uncle Jet's. Well, I should say Jerry Whitney's because that's what the channel's called. Love you guys. Bye. Gonna do Tuesday.